true.
What kind of, it's that shit. Okay, I just did that with little Kim. You laughed at me. I just did that with little Kim and you laughed at me.
Yo,
You said, tell me what you think happened between me and Kim. I gave you the scenario. You was laughing.
What you thought happened
seconds
with me
into
and
it. No,
How's everybody doing today? This is content analysis. I hope everybody's doing all right. Life is good. People are doing the things they have to do, good, bad, indifferent. The content that I'm going to bring you is an analysis of other people's content. And I'm not here to start no problems, create no internet drama. You gang, you gang. You civilian, you civilian. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take content and I'm going to give my analysis of it. Whoever's viewing this, thank you for spending time with me. If you want to send me some content that we can discuss, you can email me at contentanalysis790@gmail.com. You can also use that email if you want to try to contact me directly or give me a link where I can contact you. If you want to donate, you can donate to me via Cash App at dollars, a bonafide one. That's dollars, ABONAFIDE 1. I would like for you to subscribe, like, and share the videos if you like it. So now this is my first video, and let's see what it does.
أنت أكبر مجرم في الدنيا. وبعد يا وليد من هذا النهائي الرزق والله استعيارك صالحين. هذه واحدة مهما تحب مهما تصدق لأنك أكلت حقوق البشر وحقوق الله. تتحاسب مرتين، تتعذب مرتين، حقوق الناس وحق الله. الله يسامحك، لا عرفت ملك، لا سكت، لا عملت أشياء، هذا عقل يقول لنا هذا، لا سكت، لا عرفت دابة، عرفت.
Shall we begin?
وبعدين هذه أوقاف لما مثلا الحين ولي أوقاف في المسجد.
Shall we begin?
وأنت الحين قوي ولي دابة ولا أنا؟
Shall we begin?
طيب وأنت يبعد 20-30 سنة.
Okay, we want to start with Hassan Campbell. I began watching Hassan Campbell because a great associate of mine he was having a beef with. And they was talking all this 250,000 and this and this and that, and they wanted to knuckle up or whatever they wanted to do, and I began watching them to see how it turned out. I didn't know Hassan Campbell. I still don't know Hassan Campbell. I still watch his videos here and there. And then as I watch his videos, I begin to see like difference and changes, and the path that he was going on was like totally different than anything else, because he took a different path, and he began to put personals into whatever his goal was while he was on YouTube, doing his YouTube videos. I don't know if he got videos anyplace else. I only been following him on YouTube. And he began to disclose some real serious stuff. Let us watch. Now these are his words. I'm not trying to start anything because I know some of these people out here is gangster and they killers and they real and they street and they all this other stuff, and they come at your neck when you talk about them and stuff like that. So I'm not here to start any trouble, you know. I'm here to just try to figure this out. Maybe y'all can help me, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you gotta figure some stuff out, man. You know. So let's see a couple of Hassan clips.
I was a good kid, I would say. But what people don't understand is before Bambada came along, I was already being molested. So in that situation, it made it. I was a good kid, I would say.
لازم تكون تتحمل وبعدها هذا فيصل وما جاش محبة وجا يشكلك ابليس حرامي هناك ملوقع لمصلحته هو.
Y'all gotta bear with me, man, as I go through this
يعني أنت
thing.
تسرق
But he said he was a good king.
50,000 لكن ما تحمل في الأرض هذه، يعني الأرض هذه كم تحمل في الأرض أنت ولفيت على
Let's look at some more.
First one.
What was the second one? What was the second time?
Well, that wasn't the second time because it was different people. Like as you go along, it was different people.
Wow.
And then the second one that molested me, that was a dude. But the only reason why, first one.
Like touching you?
No, they was actually trying to make me penetrate them, like full sex acts or whatever the case. So you know, it's like, and then when Bam came along, I was already broken in. Like,
All right. So you went through this. Tell us how you met Bam. How you came like touching you?
no, they was actually trying to make me penetrate them, like full sex acts or whatever the case. So you know, it's like,
الله قال اطيعوا الله والرسول واولياء الامر منكم هو يتحاسب عليه القائد ده والدوله اللي تتحاسب عليه يوم القيامه اما انت اللي كنت
Nigga, I'm gonna be just as tough as you, and I'm gonna expose you, and that's what I did. And within my research, I found out that you was a willful participant in you giving up your ass. Nigga, I'm gonna be just as tough as you, and I'm gonna expose you, and that's what I did. And within my research, I found out that you was a willful participant in you giving up your ass. Nigga, I'm gonna be just as tough as you. On. And he said, well, 2 to 3 years, something like that. So when you add it up, he was 15, and then you said, well, how long did it go on? He said 3 years, 15, 16, 17, you 18, brother. Going on. And he said, well, 2 to 3 years, something like that. So when you add it up, he was 15. And then you said, well, how long did it go on? He said 3 years. 15, 16, 17, you 18, brother.
أنت شهيد عند الله. أنا شهيد عند الله. أدخل الجنة. عاوز عليه حساب العقاب. أنا شهيد أنا ما كنت حاجة. أتبع الأوامر لحماية الوطن وحماية الناس. ترى لك الساعة موظف قلت تأمن العالم، تأمن الشعب، صح ولا لا؟ مش ضد البشر. أنا يعطيك أنا عسكري وأنت اللي تحميني أنت.
Sexual acts with African Bambaataa.
Yeah, he said that he willfully snuck out of the house because he wanted to go up there with his homeboys. And he said as soon as they open up the door, they greet you with Vaseline.
Sexual acts with African Bambaataa.
Yeah, he said that he willfully snuck out of the house because he wanted to go up there with his homeboys. And he said as soon as they open up the door, they greet you with Vaseline.
So now, as I began to watch Hassan Campbell, and he was talking all this tough guy stuff and these bodies that he'd been through, and he'd been in and out of jail, and how he was on Rikers Island tearing shit up, and about that life, you know, on Demon Time, you know, he began to say, out of nowhere, I'm not laughing at the brother, but he began to say out of nowhere that he got molested by African Bambaataa, who was the leader of the Zulu Nation. Now, I'm from Brooklyn, so you know, when we came up in them days of hip hop, you know, you had battles and who could do the best rap, and you had the B-boys, you know, like doing the dance, and you know, like the Bronx started that stuff and shit. So Brooklyn people, we go all over the place. So we not scared to know no, we mob up and say, yo, let's go down here. If you a dancer back in that time, you gonna go to the Bronx and you want, because B-boys start doing that, dancing everywhere, Harlem, Brooklyn, all in the boroughs. So if you a B-boy dancer and you heard about a party in the Bronx, in a park or a block party, you knew B-boys was gonna be there and you went there. And after some time, we started hearing about the Zulu Nation. And one thing I recall people saying in Brooklyn about the Zulu Nation is, yo, you don't want to be Zulu because you got to get fucked for you to be a Zulu Nation back then. That's what they used to say in Brooklyn about being a Zulu Nation, that if you was going to be Zulu Nation, that you had to get fucked to be Zulu Nation. So we just avoided that and all that. That's why you don't see it. That's why, you know, like, anything that comes popping, you see it in Brooklyn. But you don't see no Zulu Nation, like you didn't see a lot of Zulu Nation, nobody claiming, yelling Zulu Nation in Brooklyn because of that matter there. So you know, years going up past it. Now you hear Hassan Campbell come out of nowhere and say he was with the Zulu Nation and he was being molested by African Bambaataa. So now I began to think about to myself, like, hold on. Here go a guy who's talking all this killer diller shit. And now you saying you've been molested by African Bambaataa, a grown man that, I don't know how old he was when he was molesting the brother, but now you saying you've been molested by this man while at a young age. So I began to think to myself, well, goddamn, you know, how old was this brother when this happened? And how long did it go on? And where was his parents at? Like, did he tell his parents? Did he do this? Did he tell anybody? You know, because I know you know that coming up that a man wasn't supposed to be like fondling a man or touching a man you know, because, you know, your parents teach you certain things in your home. And, you know, for boys, you know, they try to tell you, like, be careful of those people out there because there's some sick people out there and you have to be careful and you have to watch yourself. And if anybody touch you in any wrong way, that you saw you come right home and you tell me. So you're wondering if this guy was being touched, who did he tell? And as the story goes on, he didn't tell nobody. He said he kept it in and he did this and he did that with it. And it's coming out now. So then I began to wonder, like, how long did this go on? Like, how long was this man being touched? So he said around 3 years. Now, I can't find the video where he could say that it's out his mouth that he said 3 years. But then I found this video with this guy, Sonetta, who I think he was Zulu Nation too. And he said it was going on for 3 years, and Hassan was 12 years old when it began. 15 years old when it began. So it went on for 3 years, so he was 18. He went from 15 to 18. Now, this is my dilemma in my head. Like, if you're 15 years old, by now you know that ain't no man supposed to be putting his penis nowhere on your body. Ain't no man supposed to be showing you his penis. Ain't no man supposed to be telling you to touch his penis. Ain't no man supposed to be telling you, show me your penis. All that shit's not. 15, come on, bro, you know that shit should not be going on. And if a man roll down on you and say, hey, let me see your penis, man. Hey, touch my penis, man. You gonna run and tell somebody, yo, man, that man over there just told me to touch his penis, man. You gonna tell somebody that you think is an adult that's big enough to defend you against this person. So you tell somebody like this man, because he might be in the neighborhood, he might want to try you again tomorrow, he might come on you. So you're going to try to protect yourself. But something happened along the line where this man didn't say nothing. Now, when it comes to the Sonetta dude, you know, he's saying what he's saying, and he's saying it with confidence, and he's very vocal about it. But at the same time, if he was Zulu Nation, how much credit can we really give him? But he making sense and he's saying some things. So he's saying he was a willful participant. That Hassan Campbell was a willful participant. That Hassan Campbell willfully went to this apartment. If you 15 and you 17 and you 16 and you 18 and you know they over there digging in people's booties, if you go in that motherfucker, it gotta be willful. Cause you old enough to know, man, this shit not supposed to happen. And I think Hassan said that he was 12 years old when it happened, but still, even if it goes on at 12, 13, 14, 15, 3 years, he's 15 when it ceases. 12 years old, I think you should know that ain't nobody supposed to put their penis nowhere near your fucking body as a man, as a boy child. I'm sure that does not happen unless that's some shit that was going on in your family. You know what I mean? Your uncle, your fake stepdad, you know, your cousin down the line. That was something going on since you was younger than that. Because when we're young and we're 5 and we 4 and we 3 and we 7 and we 6, we have no power, we little kids, we don't know no better. A motherfucker force you to do some shit, tell you to shut up. It might go down. 10 to 1 chances it is gonna go down. But even a 7-year-old kid, you know what I'm saying, when they're molested by their uncle, their brother, their father, the older motherfucking perverted ass son of a gun in their family, even when they're doing it, you know something wrong, because when that person comes in the house, the kid has a fucked up reaction. The kid reaction is like, something the fuck wrong. The kid's scared of them. The kid don't want to be with them. You say, go with Johnny. That motherfucker start crying and all types. You say, oh, I want to stay here. They're not telling you what happened, but their action is showing you that I got to look further into this situation right here. So the one thing I can say is, you know, molestation happens. Molestation happens. And I think at one point he said that African Barbada was taking care of his family. And I think I seen a fake interview. I don't know if that was African Barbada or whatever. I don't know the dude. I never seen the dude. I never wanted to see the dude. So if that's him in another video, he says, I don't know if I clipped it, but if it's him, I don't think I clipped it because, you know, that sexual molestation is some real serious stuff. You know, whether it happened from a man to a boy or from a boy, from a man to a girl, you know, to be molested, it gotta have a psychological effect on you. So it's really not no joke. You know what I mean? So now, out of nowhere, Hassan Campbell come out and say he's been molested by African Bambaataa. I don't know what his goal was for revealing that personal information, but Math Hoffa said something that makes some real sense. And he said, I don't want to say what he said, bro. Like, we don't want to say what he said. We want to go and say, I don't want to be the person that say, oh, he said this and he said that, and boom, 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 and now they coming at me. If they even look at my videos and say, if they come at my video and they say that I said something, but in his Troy Avenue, this is what he said.
Not letting that out.
I know I'm in control of myself.
Not letting that out. It just turned into aggression towards people I ain't had to be aggressive towards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that, like you said, it's to each his own. I know I'm in control of myself.
Not letting that out. It just turned into aggression towards people I ain't had to be aggressive towards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Not letting that out turns into aggression. So there's a point where we could say that Hassan Campbell talks all this tough guy shit and this killer shit and how he's putting this to work and doing all this extra stuff. And he's been being molested this whole time while he's being this tough guy. So you could say that maybe that's what was going on with him. You know, he had this aggression probably towards men because this man is molesting him. He probably don't like it, but what else he could do? He feel helpless. He feel like he can't fight back. According to him, the Zulu Nation had all these killers and all of this other stuff. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go up against this guy, and this guy got all these killers. They're gonna kill me. I don't want to die. So I'm gonna swing along with it. Then I'm gonna take my aggression out on all these other people. And you could try to say, you could kind of like put it together and say, maybe that is what happened because you have a situation where he says out his own mouth. This is what he says out his own mouth. See, I'm not going through all this other stuff with people. I'm content analysis, and we're going to analyze from the perspective of what they say. Hey, he said this. Hey, bro, you said this, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just going over what you said, and I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to see where you heading with it, what you doing with it, and how it's really like, how does it benefit you from putting this thing on social media? Because, I mean, it got to benefit you. This way he says. Remember what Matt Papa said, now?
Disrespected trife gangster. The brother don't know me. Never had a conversation with me. Never seen me a day in my life. Pop apologized to that man because he never said nothing to me. I see Mike's on tag his name, so I went at him because that's the way I am. But in all actuality, even when it come down to my son and Tamika Mallory, I gotta get out of their way because this is just the beginning of the war. I put my stance out there on what I felt about some things that they did, but nevertheless, this is just the beginning of a long journey. I gotta get out of these people's way and let them do what they have to do. Whichever fight that they fighting, I have to fight my own. I'm spending too much energy tearing down their movement Yes, I gotta admit that. Because I don't agree with some things, but I don't have the right to do that. That's just keeping it from me. My son, I wish the best of you. I wish the best. Let's make this clear, right? I'm only apologizing to y'all out of respect because I know I was wrong. Not because I'm fear. I get busy. I'm nasty with my steel. So I don't care who stands behind who. Let's make that clear. But out of respect, Eric Bennett, my son's been in my ear on the phone, going stupid, like, yo, you know we brothers, right?
So now you see, he says he went on a rant. He don't even know Trice Gangster. He went in that Trice Gangster. My son, he went at that man for nothing. Some female, he went at her for nothing. And like Matt Papa said, if you hold it in, it's gonna come out in a different way. And his became to come out on YouTube. He found a platform where he could just attack people. He could just do what he got to do. He could get it out. He already said he was molested now for mad years. You got to think, man, if this kid is being molested for mad years, it's either two things going to turn out of it. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. One or two things going to turn out of it. He's going to like it so much, he's going to become homosexual. He's going to only like men. He's going to only want to be with men. He want to be the female, he want to be the male. I don't know how that shit go, like what part he's going to want to play, but he's going to want a relationship with men. Or he's going to be so angry inside of himself for not being able to fight back that he's going to go crazy on men. He'll probably end up dead or end up in the jail for the rest of his life for multiple killings. For multiple killings because his anger, he don't know how to take care of it. So you see here. But now, I sympathize for the brother, man. I feel for the brother, you know what I mean? I feel pain for the brother to an extent of being somebody that's being so taken advantage of, that someone is sexually abusing you, another man, and you're not able to fight back, and you're not telling anybody, and nobody's fighting for you. I feel bad for the brother, you know what I mean? But at the same token, he has to work it out. It's demons inside of this man. It's things inside of this man that's built up because of the molestations that went on. Now, let's move on a little further now. So now, we get into a situation where we wonder what's really going on with this guy. Maybe that was his plot to bring forth this molestation stuff and then garner views for it because the public want to know what's happening, what's he's doing, what's he going to do now, where's the next step to him. He revealed it, so now you got the revelation. So now we got to see the solution to the situation. So maybe people start watching now. Oh man, this guy been molested by African Bambaataa. African Bambaataa still living. Zulu Nation still functioning. Oh, what is this guy going to do? Like, all right, let's watch for the next episode to see how this goes. Some people are wondering, well, goddamn, if he let this shit go on for so long, then you think he doing the same thing to people? You think he think that that's the norm? Because if you take a kid and you raise a kid and you're molesting a kid, that kid might think that that's the norm when kids are growing up. So you put that kid around another 7-year-old, that kid might molest that 7-year-old because that kid feels this is what happens to 7-year-olds by adults. I'm an adult, this is a 7-year-old, this is what I gotta do to him. The psychological dysfunction that it causes in a person. So now we go on. Let's listen now. Remember what I said now. If you take a kid and he's 7 years old and you molest him, a man molests him for 4 years, weekly, daily, monthly, and then that man goes and this kid is there. That kid might think that at 7 years old, this is what's supposed to happen to a kid. So that kid now is around 7 years old. So now that kid in turn might take this information that he has and says, well, this is what happened to a 7 years old. So monthly, weekly, daily, I've got to do this to this kid and actually do it. That's the vicious cycle. The mental health issue that goes on with it. Let's move on with this brother though. I got this one clip I want to play. All right, I don't think I got the clip. I think I gotta go to the whole video. Let me see. I want you to listen to this now, because we gotta understand where people at. Sometimes people get so involved in themselves and they say things, and once it's out, you can't take that back, bro. I don't care what you say, man. One thing it comes out, you know, once it comes out your mouth, man, there's nothing you could do about it. But deal with whatever consequences come out of it, because that came out your mouth. That didn't, nobody said, oh, you said this, that nigga just said this, that ninja just said this, that ninja just did this. No, you can't do that. Once you said it, that's what it is. You can't take it back. And even when you say things to people and you apologize, it's up to them to accept that apology. You said what you said, bro. You said what you said, sis. It don't go away. The more impact that it has, the more a person going to internalize that and feel how they feel, and feel they got to do whatever they do. I don't know. Kill, beat, maim, stay away from you. Whatever they choose to do with it, because that's the words out of your mouth. But let me see this. Let me see this and go with this right here, because I'm going to show you something. I don't know, I just seen this clip and I don't know if I just seen this. I just seen this. And when I seen this man say this, I had to think back, man. I had to see like what's really going on. There you go. Okay, look, I want to show you this now. This is what I want to show you now. China Graham brought forth some information. I'm gonna show you how China Graham brought forth this, man. I like China Graham, man, because sometimes China Graham will sit back and let things go on. And if you listen, you get information. Let me show you something though.
Hassan, I've been expressing the same view, that pussy shit aside. Hear me? Y'all can hear me? Yeah. I can hear you. You can fucking do.
You got all your niggas, right? My party.
Come on, bro.
They came back. All of these niggas is outside. Y'all niggas see me outside with the sound of you niggas. I'm outside with the wolves. If you gonna do something, do it.
You ain't never seen a nigga do shit to me.
Remember when I
And you
told you
not.
about
Because
the
what
anger,
they
the aggression?
what they five guards told you, what they five
Attitude like
guards
this, like
told
real
you
talk,
is
when
when I'm
somebody gets
outside, I'm
mad,
ready.
you even shot the fuck
And
up.
if you think
You
you gonna
go
just
jail the
break up
rest of
on
your
me,
life, but
and
you
I ain't gonna
dead,
switch
man.
cheese, you
Because
niggas, you
there's other
sound
tough
stupid.
people out there that
So
try
all
to
you
say the
niggas that's
wrong
running
thing to
your
you, and
mouth,
they
I've
really
been on
gonna
listen,
bring that
man.
business to
I've
you.
been on YouTube for 7
Everybody I know who is like this, real life, they dead.
Listen,
They had big names in Brooklyn. I could call some names, man. People were scared of them
I don't
all
want
over
to
their
argue
little
with a
projects,
nigga
their little block.
that I don't even know. I don't know you. So X yourself out, nigga. It's nothing to talk
Their head
about.
was off,
I don't
man.
argue with groupies.
Somebody think they did a lot of good shit to people. They packed up this shit.
You used to be
And we
on
don't
my
want to go
dick.
through all this. We're not here for
I
this.
said, say that again. What did I say?
I
Here
said,
go
you
the
said
part.
people
Listen,
who touch kids, people who was touch kids. So you gave me.
All right. So hold up. This is serious. This is serious. This is not a laugh about. This is serious. So hold up.
YouTube is crazy when you get
Nah, I'm
into it.
going with you. I'm going with you. So now
listen,
you took
listen.
something I said for educational purposes, right?
Listen to this.
Most children.
Hold up, let's get
you
back.
niggas, you sound stupid. So all you niggas that's running your mouth, listen, man. I've been on YouTube for 7. I've been on YouTube. I've been on YouTube. Listen.
One thing about Hassan Campbell, he gonna talk that talk to your ass. He gonna back you down. Because he got words,
that I
man.
don't even
When
know.
you
I
got
don't know
words
you.
and
So
another
X
nigga ain't
yourself
got
out,
no
nigga. It's
words,
nothing
he
to talk
dropped out
about.
in the
I
third
don't
grade and
argue
this
with
nigga
groupies.
dropped out in
You
the
used to be
12th.
on my
He got your ass, man. You can't out-talk him. The only thing you do is shoot his ass. Or beat his ass up because when he throws to them words, you can't contend. He gonna shut you the fuck up.
You can't listen.
He gonna overtalk you, being loud. He gonna threaten you. Loud and gangster. He gonna shut the fuck up.
You ain't never come upon me.
But we don't want to go through all of this. Let's do what? We want homie to come in. Watch this shit though.
Section of YouTube, nigga. You forgot about that. You forgot about
That's why I like China Green. You know, he started all this shit. He just sitting back there. Club player. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what real niggas do. When all this shit go on, you don't got time for this shit. Let's see how it turns out.
So you brought up on me?
Look at China Green.
Oh, okay. So you one of them niggas that showed me outside the waves and
I like Hassan. Don't get me wrong, Hassan. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just trying to figure some shit out because you're not being all the way truthful. And if you be all the way truthful, more people are like you. More people will support you. You're going into a whole lot of hair and bullshit. And you lie.
That's all now. Because hold up.
Please.
Hold up.
Right.
Because my on every platform that I stopped being touched at the.
My mouse couldn't hook up because I got to hook this shit up to the TV. But look. This is the part we wanted to get into.
I'm looking for anybody.
Where the homie at, man? We want this. Watch this.
They
Oh, man.
take my show. Hold on.
Stop lying.
So, but 5 guard.
Listen. What they
Brooklyn is crazy. Them Brooklyn boy that came down the hospital. Brooklyn niggas is crazy.
And if you think you gonna just
understand
break
this
up
shit
on
right
me
here.
and I ain't gonna switch cheese, you niggas, you
from
sound
Brooklyn gotta
stupid.
understand like
So all
out
you
of all
niggas
the
that's running
boroughs,
your
Brooklyn
mouth,
niggas is
I've been,
sick.
listen, man. I've been on YouTube for 7. I've been on YouTube.
The whole shit going down here like this.
Listen.
Another side going at the end.
I don't want to argue with a nigga that I don't even know. I don't know you. So X yourself out, nigga.
Niggas who got dealt with
Listen to
touch
this.
kids. So you touch kids. Bro, that shit did something different to me, bro.
Me
I'ma keep
too.
it a buck with you, bro.
Me too. That made me feel a way about
I'ma
him.
keep it a buck with you.
And
I'm
people
talking to you man to man.
that act
I'm
like
not
he didn't
trying
say
to
this.
disrespect you. I'm telling you why I don't like you.
What did I say? Say it again. What did I say?
Listen, people.
I said, you said people who touch kids, people who was touch kids. So you gave me.
All right. So hold up. This is serious. This is serious.
Yeah,
This is not
right.
lying about.
This is serious.
So hold up. Right.
Listen,
I'm going with
public,
you.
listen.
No, I'm going with you. I'm going with you. So now you took something that I said for educational purposes.
Something that
right?
you said for educational
Most children
purpose.
that was touched go on to touch other children. That was educational purposes. That don't mean that
You
Hassan
saw
Campbell.
me. You saw
Hold on.
That don't mean that
Hold on,
Hassan
hold on.
Campbell.
Stop cutting me off.
to the brother.
Stop with the nigga shit. We can get back. We can get back to the nigga shit later on. This is serious.
Yeah, I want to talk real shit. That's
So now, I got a bunch of interviews when I was dealing with child molestation and I was on that topic, teaching that most kids that was touched went on to touch. Now, what I made clear to everybody, I used to play house with other children.
He used to play house with other children when he was a child.
But niggas took that and made it seem like, oh, Haas was touching kids.
But niggas took that and made it say that Haas was touching kids. You hear that? Let me see if I get this back one more time.
I'm trying to disrespect you. I'm telling you why I don't like you.
What did I say? Say that again. What did I say?
I said, you said people who touch kids.
People who touch kids.
People who was touched.
People who was touch kids.
So you gave me.
All right. So hold up. This is serious. This is serious.
Yeah,
this is not to lie about. This is serious. So hold up. Right. And I'm going with you. No, I'm going with you. So now you took something that I said for educational purposes, right? Most children that was touched go on to touch other children. That was educational purposes. That don't mean that you saw Campbell. Hold up. Stop cutting me off. Stop with the nigga shit. We can get back to the nigga shit later on. This is serious.
Knowing people and call people on their shit and help a direct person
So now
on
I
their
got a
path.
bunch of interviews. When I was dealing with child molestation and I was
show
on
you
that topic,
something.
teaching that most kids that was touched
He's teaching
went
this.
on to touch. Now, what I made clear to everybody, I used to play house
He
with
used
other
to
children
play house
when
with
I was
other
a
children
child.
when he was
Right?
a child. He
But
used to
niggas
play
took
house
that
with
and
other
made it seem
children.
like, oh, Haas was touching kids. I've never
Okay.
been accused of touching nobody's child.
Now, he say he never been accused of touching anybody's child. African Bomb better never been accused of touching him. There's a lot of kids out there that nobody's been accused of touching, but they was touched. Now he said what he said. Oh, kids who get touched go on to touch other kids. He says that from an educational perspective, that he's learning somebody or teaching somebody that you have to know that when a kid is touched, I don't know what period of time, but you got to figure out, like I said earlier, you've been touched 4 years, and you started at 7, and it went on till you was 11. When you get around a 7-year-old, chances are you might molest that 7-year-old because you think that this is what's supposed to happen to 7-year-olds. It's the psychological effect of being molested, and nobody's knowing, and it's go on continuously. So now he says, kids who've been touched go on to touch kids. He said, I said this from an educational perspective to try to teach people what happened. He didn't say how long go on. See, now when somebody says something, you have to begin to think yourself, especially if you have kids. You got to think, this guy's been molested. This went on for years. Some say he voluntarily did it. He says it wasn't voluntary. He says he's teaching you that kids who go on and touch kids in return. He said that did not mean to say that he himself, Mr. Hassan Campbell, and like I said, Mr. Hassan Campbell, I'm not trying to disrespectful. I'm not trying to make Josh out of your situation, because it's a sad situation to be in. It really is. It's a sad situation to be in when you're being molested, sexually abused by an adult, and there's no adult that you could have went to rectify this shit, to tear nigga ass up for this shit. That you're in such a helpless situation that you had this person who's running this group, who's everybody's killers and everybody's this and everybody's that. And everybody's scared to approach him. So maybe you even felt, even if I told somebody, they wouldn't have did nothing because look who it is. Big African blind body, man, the king of killers, man. He got killers all over on this paper. They killing up shit. They bodying everything left and right around the projects. This is their projects. You in the courtyard, you see African blind body, you know he just killed the nigga, he just killed the nigga, he just killed the ninja. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go tell my father and they gonna kill him? Maybe this is your thought. But he said kids go on to touch other kids when kids been touched. He was on an interview and he said that in order to educate the viewers about the ongoing process of molestation, he further goes on and says, that's not to say that he said he touched kids. He said he played house with other kids. You know, a lot of people play house with the, you know, you got all these kids, your mom got all these kids over, you play house and somebody's the mother and somebody's the father and somebody's the child and somebody's the doctor and somebody's the nurse and somebody's this and somebody's that. A lot of times, you know, nobody wanted to be a kid because we knew about what kids not supposed to do and what kids supposed to do. Everybody wanted to be the father and the mother, you know what I mean? So, you know, the girl downstairs, she happened to be over here and I've been liking her, so you want me to play house with her, she gonna be the mother, I'm gonna be the father, I'm gonna give my little feels and my little kiss off. You know what I mean? The girl down the block, I like her, so she gonna be my nurse. So she gonna examine me and touch me. Now I'm gonna be the doctor and I'm gonna touch all on her. You know, a lot of kids did that. You know what I mean? A lot of kids did that when you had a lot of kids inside of the house from the block. When you had one of those parents who wanna, you know, be the provider for the whole block kids, that everybody could drop their kids there. So, you know, you can understand that. But he said he played house, he didn't touch kids. Here we go again. Content analysis. This is all I'm at. Yo, bro, I'm not here to cause no problems. I don't want you to come at me on some no crazy shit, man. Because, you know, really and truly, I forgave that shit right there, bro. But I'm not into all of that, bro. I'm just trying to become a YouTuber, and I'm content analysis. So I'm gonna pick up content, and I've been watching people, and I've been trying to figure them out on this YouTube shit. And I've seen some people go from humble to boisterous. I've seen some people go to holding their tongue to now on YouTube, they out there. They don't hold their tongue for shit. They found their lane. You know what I mean? I watched some videos to try to understand how people to come into money and do this, because at the end of the day, I did a whole lot of bullshit and it ain't pay off for me, and that's why I'm sitting on YouTube trying to do something different. But let's get back to the topic. He said most kids who've been touch kids. He said that in an educational way to teach people. I'm putting this part in to teach people the effects of molestation. He never said he touched kids. He said he played house with kids. Should we go on? Okay, now listen, I'm good. Here we go. Let's start with this one first.
This corny ass generation right now?
Don't do that.
No, let me finish. This corny ass generation right now, the level and the caliber of killers from my generation, these dudes can't compare to. The level of discipline. See the difference between these niggas' generation and my generation? You would never catch nobody from my generation going live with a hammer, sitting up there saying I'm on such and such block right now, right? Because that's how a nigga from a few niggas got shot and murdered, taunting their enemy on live.
Right.
In our generation, the reason why we beat bodies was because there was no motive.
We beat bodies.
We never talked about the beef.
Bodies,
You never
not
knew
a
we
body.
had beef. The only niggas that was pillow talking was them stupid niggas in the South.
Bodies.
In this generation,
Bodies.
you got dudes on YouTube,
The only
different
niggas that was pillow
websites,
talking
you
is
type
people
them
from
in.
the South.
Oh, so this
Niggas
happened with
pillow
Case
talk. I don't
Blocker.
give a fuck if you
This
from
is
the
Case
South,
Blocker
North,
cousin
East, or
Deep
West.
Thing. And Deep
Don't
Thing
put
man
that
got
shit
hit
on
on
them
this
South
corner.
niggas. Them South niggas be
And
doing
to that
that
same
pimping
day,
shit in
the
New
little
York.
nigga posted this
And really
on
and truly,
Instagram.
they
Our
money
generation
come like
didn't do that.
Because your generation
Different
didn't
than
have
New
the
York.
internet solving crimes, reading comics.
Listen, you
No,
got-
your generation didn't have the internet like it is now.
No,
so
no,
it's
that's,
different.
listen, hold up.
Everything's the
Hold up,
internet.
hold up.
There was no
Hold up,
internet
hold up,
back
hold
We
up,
off of this.
hold up, even though it was a stick.
Alright, so now you see we back into the situation. We back into the situation where he talk about these killers and all of this. Because see, you being molested, bro. You got nobody to call to, and every time you look around, they got guns and all of this, and these people are killing people and all of this. So it's killers in your mind, and it's rape in your mind. Cause molestation, that's rape. You ain't consent to this shit. But they said down the line you did, but that's not on me to say if you did or didn't, because, but 3 years, like, I think that there's gonna be a change in behavior, a change in the way things go. I think that in the beginning, you're gonna say, maybe just fuck that. Clamp your booty up tight, close your mouth up, don't say a word, and they're gonna pry your mouth open, and this man gonna say, put it in, and they're gonna push that shit in, and you're gonna cry, but if it keep going on, after a while, they just gonna say, come in the room, come here, let me talk to you. They go whip the shit out. Once they whip the shit out, you on it, because you're broken in now. You're broken in, and he even said that by the time Bam got to him, he was broken in already. So where did the molestation begin? It didn't begin with African Bambaataa. It ended with African Bambaataa. These is his words, man. I'm not putting this shit together, man. I'm not making this shit up, man. I got the content right here, man. Content analysis. I'm going off the content. I'm not going off of what I think. I'm putting my little thoughts in it and trying to put my little things out there so maybe somebody can help me out. So I can understand it, because I'm trying to understand it. So the man said, by the time African Bambaataa got him, he was already broken in. So you can't blame it on African Bambaataa if by the time African Bambaataa got him, he was already broken in. I guess African Bambaataa was just a bigger nigga. He the ninja that had all the money, got all the prestige, had all the killers, got the clout in the hood, doing what he doing. So it's better I put his name out there than this nigga over here that's still on the corner drinking alcohol, ain't got nothing, walking around looking all bummy, girl taking care of him, you know what I mean? He ain't even got enough sense to know how to get an SSI check every month. He's still getting the $85 every 2 weeks off of welfare. And he's still getting them food stamps. Ain't nothing wrong with getting food stamps. Please don't get that wrong. I get food stamps too. I don't give a fuck about that. You gotta survive how you gotta survive. But to accept $65 every 2 weeks, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So now, back to the topic. You're going in now. You're talking about generational killers. But it's questionable if you're a killer, man. I don't think that you're a killer, bro, because killers ain't gonna talk like this, bro. Real killers is not talking like this. In my opinion, real killers are quiet, humble. They don't want to bring no attention to them, because they know that attention could be the last attention they ever get. They out there killing. They ain't robbing. They ain't stealing. They ain't beating people up. They killing. So they not broadcasting killer, killer, killer. Sometimes you don't find out the killer to this after the fact. Like, you hear this dude went to damn, he got 4 bodies. You like, oh, yo, that dude was really doing that, man? Yeah, bro. Man, we didn't even know that, bro. Yo, he was so cool. Yo, every time I asked him for something, he gave it to me, man. And then you got the next one, yeah, man, that nigga never, you ain't notice he never smiled? Because killers don't be looking at jokes and all that the way we look at jokes, we regular people that ain't killers. Killers is a different breed of animal, man. And killers ain't doing this. That's just my opinion on it, off of his words. All these generational killers. What did he know about generational killers? You become a killer, one of the people on your target should be the people that molested you if you're going that hard. Unless that fear. See, fear is a motherfucker, bro. Fear could keep you from doing some shit to some people, no matter what you doing to other people. Because you always feared that person there. So you'll stay away from them before you say, I'm gonna go kill that fool. But me, I ain't been in that situation, I don't know, but I'm assuming with my personality, being a Scorpio and all of that, I would have had to go kill them molesters. Once I kill that first person, or that first animal, or that first car, not the clouds, that shit that you don't even see it die. The first thing I shoot and I see it die, I know my power now. I'm going to kill them people who fuck with me. Right? This is not alcohol, this is coffee. Now, back to Mr. Hassan Campbell. Once again, Mr. Hassan Campbell, I'm not disrespecting you. I feel your plight. I'm just trying to wonder out what you're doing, man, because your content is far from your revelation. And your content being so far from your revelation, with you lying and everything, why did you even reveal to the public that you was molested? And when you talk and you getting comfortable and sitting in them interviews and people making you comfortable, you want to say the damnest thing. Then you got that video. Children say the darnest thing. Steve Harvey brought that video out first. And kids say the darnest thing. You're a big ass kid. I'm not disrespecting you though, bro. I don't want you to start talking, killing me and shit. But look, he said, I said that kids touch other kids for academical purposes. I did not say that I was touching kids. I did not say that I was touching kids. He said that on China Brim's show. He said that on China Brim Forum when they was all getting at him, you know, and they was all getting on him. He was talking all that gangster shit. Now, I ain't gonna lie, he shut some dudes down. He shut some people down on that platform. He came at 6 people was coming at him. 3 wasn't really talking. But everybody who came up there talking, he shut their ass down. And then the brother came up there with the real shit. He wanted to blatantly lie. Here we go now. Hassan Campbell said he did not say he was touching kids. Let's get it.
When I was a kid, at the internet, and they start playing, when I was a kid, I'm going to say this again because I said this. I was mimicking what was done to me.
I was
Children,
mimicking what was
I
done
was
to
touching.
Children, I was touching.
As a child, I was touching other children. Now, this is what the videos was manipulated on the internet. When I was a kid,
I was a
I'm
kid.
gonna say this again because I said this.
Again.
I was mimicking what was done to me.
What was done to
Children, I was touching.
Children, I was touching.
As a child, I was touching
As a
other
child,
children.
I
Now,
was
this is what the
touching
videos
other
was
children.
manipulated on the internet. When I was a kid, I'm gonna say this again because I said this. I was mimicking what was done to me. Children, I was touching.
Wow.
As a child, I was touching other children.
Not no playing, no motherfucking out. That came later on down the line.
When I was a kid,
when he started talking about girlfriends
again because I said this.
And all of that.
I was mimicking what was done to me. Children, I was touching.
Children, I was touching.
As a child, I was touching other children. Now this is what the videos.
There you have it, folks. He said to the man he wasn't touching kids. He said it as from an academical perspective. He said he was playing house with kids. There you have it right there. The man said out of his own mouth. Let's listen to it one more time.
Was
So
manipulated
you don't
on
believe
the
me.
When I was a kid, I'm gonna say this again because I said this. I was mimicking what was done to me. Children, I was touching.
Children, I
was touching other children. Now, this is what the videos was manipulated on the internet. When I was a kid, I'm gonna say this again because I said this. I was mimicking what was done to me. Children, I was touching.
Wow.
As a child, I was touching other children. Now, this is what the videos was manipulated on the internet. When I was...
Now, you see what I'm saying? Y'all gotta hold up, man. I gotta go get a cigarette for this one. I'm gonna be right back, man. I am sorry. Y'all take time to think about that. Think about that. He just said on China Brim's platform to the brother who want to have a realistic conversation with him. After he went through all the hostile verbal conflict, the verbal arena, two grab the mic, one drop it. It's like Mad Max. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Two go in and one come out. These niggas be on something. Welcome to the verbal fight. Two pick up a mic, one drop his. I gotta go. I'm done. I can't do it no more. That nigga's still going on. That's the way some people is. They got words, bro. They got words. And some people who don't got words, lack of education, lack of ability to think forward, playing checkers, not chess. They can't do it, man. He gonna beat you every time. You're not gonna be able to deal with him. Even when you start talking killer shit. His killer shit gonna be harder than your killer shit. And you're gonna have to shut up. And some people gonna wonder if this dude's really a killer. I don't think he is. I don't think he's really a killer. Any man gonna do what he gotta do to protect himself if he's a man. By this age in his stage in this game, being molested and all that, I don't know he don't want nobody to take advantage of him now, being 40, 50, 60, whatever, however. I know he over 30. But he touched kids, man. Hassan Campbell touched kids. When I come back with this cigarette, we're gonna see something further. Content analysis, man. Email me. You can send me content, like I said. You want to get a link, you want to send me a link to get in touch with you, you email contentanalysis790@gmail.com. You want to donate and help me out, man? You hit my Cash App. Dollars, A Bonafide 1. That's the $ ABONAFIDE1. It will help me. So I can upgrade my status. I get my YouTube up and all that, you know what I mean? Because I got more content coming. I'm starting in the city because I'm from Brooklyn, man. So I've been watching a lot of videos. I haven't subscribed to a lot of videos, but I've commented in the comment section, I guess they don't watch that, but Hassan Campbell cannot tell you, as he said on China Brim's platform, that he did not say he touched kids. He said it himself, man. And what comes out your mouth, you can't take back. I'll be right back. I gotta go get me a cigarette. All this coffee and no cigarette and thinking about all this nonsense really make me want to relax and get me a cigarette. So I'll be right back because this is going to be the killer. This is going to be the killer. Okay, I'm back. I know y'all needed a break too, man. Like this is some real crazy stuff. And like I said, man, Hassan Campbell, I know somebody probably show you this video. Somebody probably say they watch this video and come at you because you do got people who really support you and like you, but you gotta get in your right lane, man. You're not in your right lane, bro. You're not in your right lane, bro. You should be on some shit. Well, it's a lot of victims out there, man. It's a lot of victims and family being victimized by own men in their family. That them deep cousins and them stepfathers and, you know, those guys that them girls meet going to prison and them guys coming home and molesting their kids and stuff. It's a lot of that going on. And you could have actually became the voice for that, man. You could be way bigger than you are, man. You could have way bigger than you are. And you keep going into this killer shit and this gangster shit, man, and all of this stuff. And that's really not you, bro. I know that's not you, bro. I'm not challenging you to no gangster shit. I'm not challenging you to no killer shit. I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is giving you my perspective on things from your words. From your words, from your facial expression. Because you got to think, man, when we communicate, we don't communicate just with words. There's physical communication too. You know what people say, all you got to do is look in his eyes and be telling the lie. Because the eyes don't lie. So you communicate with your eyes. When you're talking, your stance, you step up, you do this. You know what I mean? Them people who think they're good in communication say, if you sit and you talk like this, that means you open to this. If you do like this, that means you close to this. So that's physical communication. So I'm only going by what I see. I've been watching your videos for a while, like I said, since the stuff with Trife Gangster, because I know Trife personally. And I know that the way you was coming at that man, and to say you don't even know him, I know he showed a lot of restraint. I know the brother, bro. I know the brother in the trenches. I know Trife in the trenches, man. I know Trife in the trenches. I know Trife, we was locked up together. Now let's go to this. We're back. Let me take a sip of coffee. Because now I'm relaxing my mind a little bit. Now, this is where it becomes problematic at with him. This is where the problem comes with you, Hassan. Like I said, I'm not being disrespectful. I want you to sit down and reflect on this stuff I'm saying. Just reflect on it, man. If a man's right, a man's right. If a man's wrong, a man's wrong. These are your words. You can come back and make you a little live or video and refute the things that I say because it's coming from your words. You told a man that you said he took what you said wrong. That you did not say you was touching kids. And that you said you was playing house. But I got the clip right there. I just showed the clip right there. You said you was mimicking what was done to you as a kid. You touch kids. And I changed the way I you know, like that brother said, it kind of changed the way I began to think of you. I just start watching your content because so many people be coming at your head. You're good with words. You got words. So many people come at your head. you be winning. You be winning them verbal wars, man. That's one thing about you. You win them shits, boy. You win them shits like a motherfucker. You be winning them. When them dudes come at you, they can't contend with you when it comes to them words. Most of them, they can't contend with you, and you be winning. So you know, me and my stupidity, I like to watch it to see who's gonna come at you and who's not, and how you gonna win it. So now here we go. A little further into the Hassan Campbell analysis. This is what got me now really messed up about your situation. Content analysis, people. Y'all come on, man. Y'all subscribe. I got more coming. We starting with New York, and then we're gonna go to them West Side towns because I don't know nothing about them. I've been watching them out. Some of them certain that I'm gonna talk about New York, but we're gonna get into that. Content analysis, y'all. That's who I am, man. And like I said, if you wanna talk to me, you wanna make it personal, I'm really not gonna get too personal on this thing right here, man. It's not my style. Like, I can't deal with it, bro, because I'm gonna go crazy in my mind, man, and I ain't on YouTube for that, bro. I'm really not on YouTube for that. So, because I'm only using people's words. If you say something and I use your words, why you getting mad at me, bro? Look in the mirror, get mad at yourself because you said that. I didn't say that. You said that. I responded to what you said. I'm not responding saying you lying. I'm not responding saying that. You're telling the truth, bro. You're telling the truth. And Hassan Campbell, you told the truth right there. You said you touch kids. Then you told a lie because you told a man you didn't say that. Because you gangster, bro. You know gangsters not supposed to touch kids and shit. You a killer. A killer kill those who touch kids that they know about, especially if they touch kids in their family. Okay, so let's get to this part now. This is the part that everybody should have been like red alert on. This is the part where you should have been red alert on. Watch this. Watch this now. Watch this. I just seen the thing with Bam too. I just seen the thing. I don't know if that's real or not. Like I said, I've never seen a nigga Bam, so I don't know nothing, bro. But we're gonna show that in a few minutes. Let's get to this part right here. Now, this is the part that kills me. This is the part that kills me.
Having girlfriends. Right. But as a child, girlfriends, if that's the case, if my uncle kept having girlfriends. Right. But as a child, I was touching other children.
You remember about what age the girlfriends kicked in?
The girlfriends, I was having girlfriends. I guess I started having girlfriends if that's the case, if my uncle kept having girlfriends. Right. But as a child, I was touching other children.
You remember about what age the girlfriends kicked in?
The girlfriends, I was having girlfriends. Girlfriends. Right. But as a child, I was touching other children.
You remember about what age the girlfriends kicked in?
Now there you go again. You know, now you say like you had girlfriends and all this other stuff when you were little, but you can't say when you had a girlfriend. I know my first pizza coochie, boy. I swear to God, I'm a grown ass, big ass, old, stupid motherfucker. And I know when I got my first coochie. I really do. I know when I got my first regular coochie and I got my big girl coochie. You know what I mean? Because big girls are different than fucking the slim girls. You know what I mean? So I know when I got my first big little girl pussy, my slim girl coochie, and then I got my big girl. I will never forget that. I don't care how long I live. Anybody can ask me what age I was and how did it go, and I'll tell them the whole situation. So my father didn't teach me what to do with no coochie. I had to learn that on my own. It wasn't so great. It wasn't. It was an experience I'll never forget and I learned from, but it wasn't it. But that's not really what I wanted to show y'all in it all.
This corny ass generation right now, don't do that. No.
This is what I don't understand. Nah, we ain't even gonna go into that, bro. I think they should have pushed ourselves. They should have been trapped. I know Matt Falcon got this shit locked. Nothing gonna go down, but he wouldn't have seen it coming. Yeah, but when the video goes on, I thought I got it, but some videos on me, the clip was removed somehow. The clip was removed, so I don't know what it is, but the gentleman on Math Hospital thing asked him, what age did you stop touching kids? And he couldn't answer that. So my thing with Hassan Campbell is, not to disrespect you or nothing, is you're still touching kids, man. It's every now and then you get an urge and somebody put their kid around you. Would you touch that person's kid? When did you stop? You said you did it. Don't try to lie and say you didn't say it, man. You said it out your mouth. You were mimicking what was done to you, and as a kid, you touched kids. And when the brother went on to ask you, let's see. Let's go back a little bit, bro. Let's go back.
When I was a kid, I'm gonna say this again because I said this.
I
let's
was
go back. We're gonna
mimicking
go
what
to
was
the full
done
video.
to me. Children, I was touching.
Now watch.
As a child,
Watch this
I was
now.
touching other children. Now, this is where the videos was manipulated on the internet, and they start playing with the videos. As a child, yes. Because I was touched at an early age.
He said that with confidence.
And was continuously
Yes.
touching. I went on to touch other children.
I went on to touch other kids.
When did you stop?
When did you stop? Here
When
we
did
go.
I stop touching other children?
When did he stop
Like,
touching other kids? Not when did I stop playing house? When did I stop? Look, you can't answer it.
As a child, I touched children.
He
But
said
as
that
I got
multiple
older,
times, like that
I
shit
had
is
girlfriends,
normal,
so
bro.
it switched over into me having girlfriends.
Right.
But as a child, I was touching other children.
You say that with confidence,
But
man.
children,
Like, what the fuck? Like,
But as
nothing's
I got
wrong with it.
older,
And this is
I
where the
had girlfriends, so
psychological
it
of this
switched
shit.
over into me having girlfriends.
He never said when he
But
stopped.
as a
When did it
child,
switch
I was
over? At what
touching
age
other
did it
children.
switch
You remember
over?
what age
How did
the
they make the
girlfriends came in?
transfers?
The girlfriends I was having girlfriends. I guess I started having girlfriends if that's the case. If my uncle came over, let's say with Darshan, and Darshan might have been a year younger than me or whatever the case may be, we was playing house.
They're
As
going
a
to
matter
play
of
house
fact,
part.
I told the story
When he
before.
start having girlfriends.
Darshan,
They're going to play in house part when he started having girlfriends. So when he was on China Brim's stage, and Brim's gentleman asked him, he said he was touching kids, and he responded by saying that he said that for educational purposes. He did not say that he himself touched kids. That he said he was playing house. They're going to play in house part. That's after he proudly. I don't want to even say it's proud. It's an unconscious thing because the man's been molested for mad years and he was doing what was done to him. Like he said, he was mimicking what went on with him. He can't say when he stopped touching kids because he probably still is touching kids on the low. Put your son around him, he probably touched them. He probably touching little girls too because now it seems like he transferred and he tried to get a normal life. A normal life. So now you're being molested, you're being molested. Now you start molesting, and somewhere in your mind, you start painting inside, and you start figuring that it's not right what I'm doing to these little kids. This is what was done with me. And when I look around, I see all these guys with girlfriends. I need to have a girlfriend. So he began having girlfriends. Does he have the girlfriend? And at times, he want to touch a kid. At times, he want a boy. Is this the way bisexualism begins? I'm not disrespecting, but I'm trying to understand, Hassan. And you came on social media and you put it out there and you talked about it. And you went the full spectrum of molestation because you went from being touched to touching yourself to then going to girlfriends. So I'm trying to understand it. I'm really trying to understand. I have no hate for you. I have no dislike for you because I don't know you. I just know your story. I don't know you. I just know your story. And if I ever met you in person, these same things that I'm saying right now, I would ask you with no form of hostility or nothing like that. If I feel I can't ask you that because it's going somewhere, I'm not going to say nothing to you because you're on a different social level than I am. Because I can't understand that molestation shit. So I'm not gonna, a molestation group over there, I'm not going in that group. If I want to learn something, I'll go, but other than that, no, I'm not going in that group. That's just like when they developed the rape program in the prisons in New York. When I went to pre-release, or I went to alternative to violence and the rape room was down the block, I never had a desire to go in there because that's those people's situation. They've been raping people. They've been doing this. I would like to understand, why would you rape somebody when you could go buy something? I never understood that. Why would you take somebody coochie and you could go buy something? Why would you take somebody ass when there's homos out there gonna give you their ass? I don't understand it, but I'm not gonna go sit in a rape group to understand it. But you're on social media, so you give a person an avenue where they can try to find out this process how it happens, how it go on. That's the educational part of it. If you was doing an educational thing through it, this what your forum. Your forum would be about. It wouldn't be about all this killer shit and how you robbed this person. I robbed Fat Joe and I did all that. It wouldn't be all about that. Oh, I get busy with my gun. And it wouldn't be all of that. You know what I mean? Not just not bad. It wouldn't be all of that. But I understand that. I understand that. I understand that that hostility is a part of the internal pains that you're going through. The internal you. The you that's sad inside that this ever happened to me. I'm a great guy. I'm a good kid. I help people. I mean well. I strive for better. That's the you inside. You don't want to go to prison the rest of your life for shooting somebody in the face. You really don't. Killers don't care. They really don't care. Like, they just gonna kill. And they get caught. Oh well. Some killers that I came across, oh my God, they still trying to kill in jail. Some of them have killed in jail. They still kill. There's killers in prisons and penitentiaries that, you know, when it comes to a two-man cell, they can't be in no cell with another person because they might get in their feelings one morning and they might try to kill that person. So they ain't. The administration ain't even going to challenge that. So they just put cell alone. So I'm not saying that. Here's a man, listen, here's a man that can't even say when it stopped.
Started having girlfriends, if that's the case,
if that's the case,
the
then I
girlfriends
ask you a question.
I was having girlfriends, I guess I started having, but as a child, I was touching other children.
You can say for 3 years you got molested, but you can't say when you stopped touching girls.
The girlfriends kicked in?
The girlfriends I was having girlfriends, I guess I was touching other children.
When did I?
So it switched over into me having girlfriends. But as a child, I touched children, but as I got older, I had girlfriends, so it switched over.
I'm just playing this back because people need to understand this.
But as a child, I was
you can't look at a person and not try to help him on social media, man. You can't look past the things that he's going through inside of himself.
I was having girlfriends, I guess I
and
started
act like
having
it doesn't
girlfriends.
exist, that he didn't say this
if
happened.
my uncle came over, let's say with Darshan, and Darshan might have been a year younger than me or whatever, I guess I started having girlfriends.
What age the girlfriends kicked in?
The girlfriends
Fuck the girlfriends.
Me having girlfriends.
Right.
I touched children, but as I got older, I had girlfriends, so it switched over into me having girlfriends.
Right.
But as a child, I touched children, but as I got older, I had girlfriends, so it switched over into me having girlfriends.
Right.
But as a child, I was touching other children.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to get to the part where he can't say
When did I stop touching other children? Like,
you cannot say it. Are
as
you
a
still
child, I
touching
touched
them, my God?
children, but as I got older,
You got a wife to say now,
When
you
did
got
you
kids
stop?
now. Are you
When
still
did I stop
harboring
touching
those
other
feelings to
children?
touch kids, bro?
like,
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm trying to find something out here, bro. That's all I'm
as
asking
a child,
you, bro.
I touched children.
I don't know you. You don't know
But
me.
as I got
I don't
older,
want you to kill
I
me,
had
killer.
girlfriends, so it
I really
switched
don't.
over
No,
into me having
I
girlfriends.
live this.
But as a child, I was touching other children.
Look at my little bro shit saying, I ain't got nothing, man. I'm
The
trying to get
girlfriends,
something. I don't want to die before I get something and
I
give it
was
to my
having
family.
girlfriends. The girlfriends
But
stop. When did you stop? When did I stop touching other children?
Yes.
when did I stop touching other children? You can't say it, bro. We offer this. You can't say it, bro. And that puts questions in my mind. So here you are on social media, big time gangster, killer, body getter. You was touching kids. I can't say that I don't fault you for it because, nah, That's some other shit. But you did what was done to you, to other little kids. You fucked up other little kids' lives. You got on social media and you said you're gonna apologize to the lady, the mother whose son you killed. You ain't killed nobody, guy. But I'm not here to question that. You probably did. You probably did. I'm sorry for saying that. I'm sorry for saying that. My bad. My bad. Forgive me, my brother. But you fucked up some kid's life. And we don't know how much kids' life you fucked up. But you could say, how long did Bambaataa molest you? And you say, about 3 years. If you can say how long you've been molested, how can you not say, well, Bambaataa molested me for 3 years. I went on to molest other kids. I did that for 4 years, 3 years, 1 year, 6 months. Whatever you did, why can you not say when you stopped? You say it transferred from touching kids to girlfriends. But there's people out there that they call themselves bisexual. They go with girls and they go with guys. Would you find yourself one of those persons, but you don't want to put that out there yet? Would you? We're off of this right now. If I awaken some pain inside of you by using your words and your lies, because you lied on China Brim platform. You said to the gentleman, I did not say that I touched kids. You said that you played house. You played house, probably together with that or whatever, but you said you touched kids. You did, you said that. And I believe that you did that. I believe it. It's out your mouth. I'm not going to say, you're lying, man. You ain't touched no kids. I'm not going to do that. You did because you've been touched. And I know that psychologically that happens because as a kid you don't know no better. So you think that's the norm. You know, you think that's the norm. And for kids growing up and sees everybody with a bird and every kid, oh, you get a bird, oh, I'm getting a bird today, oh, I'm getting a bird. That kid's going to think that it's the norm at 7 years old to have a bird, and he's going to want a bird. So if you're molested for all this time, you're going to become, like I said, it starts off, oh, you resistant, then after a while it's not resistant. Call you in the room, you know what's up already. You're sitting in the living room, you're happy, hey, come in the room. You know what's going to happen when you go inside that room. You're not going to resist anymore. That's just a psychological torment that you're going through. The conditioning, they call it. That's the conditioning you're going through. So I'm not here, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm not trying to make fun of what you've been through because that's some serious shit you've been through. But you put other people through it too. And rather than you face the fact that you said that, you got on China Brim's platform and you told the gentleman that you did not say that. That you said people molesters touch other kids because you wanted to educate the public on the process of molestation. You didn't say that. I just try to put your words together and say out of my understanding what it means. But you couldn't say when you stop touching kids. And I know you're going through some pain inside of you, brother. I know it. Ain't no way in hell that you were thinking you were all the way normal. And you all the way normal and you went through so abuse for so many years. It's no way. It's no way you're going through all that pain, my brother. So, you know, my hope is that you find an avenue to get it out of you. My hope is that if you remain touching kids, because you said you touch kids, bro. If you still touching kids or you got the desire to touch kids, that you will work that too out of your system. You got a wife, you got kids. So it's not to say that you didn't make the transference at some point in your life. You did, and you began to live the normal life and think the normal way. Man's supposed to have women. Man's not supposed to molest kids. You figured that out. You did. But you still got them demons inside of you. You still got that pain inside of you. And you know why you got that pain inside of you? Look. It's how I know you still got that pain inside of you. You got pain inside of you, bro.
Tired. I'm tired, man. Nah, man, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, man. I'm tired, man. I'm tired,
This your
man.
killer side. This you right
Son,
here,
I'm
bro.
tired, man. I'm
This
tired,
is you
yo, I'm
right
tired,
here, bro.
man.
Like, yo, bro, like,
Nah, man, I'm
I
tired. I'm
respect you
tired, man. I'm
because
tired, man. I'm tired, man. I'm tired,
I
man.
respect you because you found
Son,
a way
I'm tired, man. I'm tired, yo, I'm tired, man.
to pull yourself up out of the
Nah,
normal
man,
everyday
I'm
bullshit.
tired, man. I'm tired, man.
Trying
I'm
to get
tired,
money,
man.
going
I'm
on the
tired,
block,
man.
hanging out with them Zulu Nation people,
Son, I'm
and
tired,
knowing that
man.
what your
I'm
history
tired,
is
yo,
with
I'm
them.
tired,
You
man.
found your way out of that, and you found a platform where you can go further, and at the same time,
Nah, man,
you can
I'm
build a
tired,
financial
man.
platform
I'm
for
tired, man. I'm tired, man.
financial
I'm
foundation
tired,
for
man.
yourself. At the same time,
Son, I'm tired, man.
but
I'm tired, yo, I'm tired,
you're
man.
falling into the tricks and the pitfalls too much, man. You
Nah,
you,
man,
you,
I'm
you want to
tired,
still
I'm
be
tired,
somebody
man.
that
I'm tired, man.
you're
I'm
really
tired,
not.
man.
Somebody
I'm
that you
tired,
had to
man.
be out of the hostility and the anger, my
Son,
brother.
I'm tired, man.
You tired,
I'm tired, yo,
brother.
I'm tired,
You
man.
was tired, bro. You was having a breakdown, bro. There's shit inside of you, bro.
Nah, man,
That you can get out of
I'm
yourself,
tired,
and then
man.
getting out
I'm
of that
tired, man.
yourself,
I'm tired,
you
man.
can
I'm
help other
tired,
people, my
man.
brother. It's real talk.
Son, I'm tired, man. I'm tired, yo, I'm tired, man.
Come on, bro. You tired, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Nah, man, I'm tired,
I
man.
see
I'm
it, bro.
tired, man. I'm tired, man.
I see
I'm
it.
tired,
I'm
man.
not trying to disrespectful. Look at yourself,
Son,
bro.
I'm tired,
Think
man.
about it, bro.
I'm tired.
Now, so as you see, my brother, like, I gotta take one more break again, guys. Take a break. Y'all think about what I said. Y'all think about how this shit go down. And let me see how much time we got on this thing already. Alright, we're gonna have to do this in a part too. Yeah, I'm gonna just go get me another cigarette. We gotta do this in a part too. Oh Lord, this shit is crazy, bro. Like, so as y'all see, man, at the end of the day, I don't think Hassan Campbell is a bad person at all. Hassan Campbell is just a person that really went through some bullshit. Never knew what to do with it. Held it inside. Sanada said, Sanada, however you say that young man's name, sorry for fucking up your name. He got on the social media and he said that he was a willful participant of the whole molestation shit. And at the end of the day, somebody calling me, I ain't answering that shit. At the end of the day, that's part of the process, you know. In the beginning, you're going to be resistant, and you keep doing it till you keep doing it till you keep doing it till. Now you're going to become willful. Social media is callous. They're going to take what you do. Some people just going to eat that up, and they're going to affect you in a bad way through your things. Yeah, what happened? I'm doing my video right now. I told you. So, at the end of the day, if more people called him on his stuff and try to encourage him to do more with his pain, and bring that out, then you probably find that to be an amazing brother, bro. You know what I mean? You probably find that to be an amazing person. You know what I mean? And Hassan Campbell, you got to stop taking the ignorance of people who take your situation, call you dick in the booty, call you this, call you that. Because I'm going to show you something else. And you got to start not letting that affect you and just go on with doing what you do. You don't got to worry about why people calling your name in their platforms. Hey, man, if you're doing something, people going to have something to say about you. Let them talk, man. You don't have to give them more wood for the fire. You let them talk. If they say something real, you congratulate them. They say some bullshit, you act like they didn't even say it. Don't get on all your killer shit and talking about people dead, mothers and all that. I mean, you do what you do because you winning. It don't matter, you winning. You winning. So far, everybody I seen that come at you, you shut them down. Loud talking, going in, gun talk, you know what I mean? You like a battle rapper, man. You getting this shit done, you know what I mean? You 3-0 everybody. You 3-0 everybody when they come on the stage, you know what I mean? But when you do that, you deflecting from what God gave you that platform for. The man, Math Papa asked you, did you find YouTube as therapy for yourself? And at some point you had to feel it because some shit you should just die with. That's your business and your business alone. And you decided at some point that you're gonna bring that shit out. You brought that shit out, so when you brought it out, you was getting right. You were saying you was ready to take on the world and show the world what happened and how to defend against it. Because that's what you should be doing. You should be showing people how to get that pain out. You didn't go to counseling. You ain't running around crying every day. Cause look, let's show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something, Hassan Campbell. Let me show you something. The difference between you and other people. Let me show you. Which your situation that is. Look at this shit right here. Let's look at this shit right here. All right, listen, look.
It's just treating everybody that them
years ago. Have you been over the years dealing with mental health issues based on what happened?
I could say yeah. I mean, it affect me in a way, especially like with relationships.
Yeah.
You know, with females and like my ex-wife, other prior girls that I had.
Yeah,
Did they know?
Every single girl that I dealt with, I told.
Okay.
There's not one girl that dealt with me that I didn't tell.
Being molested.
I
call it rape.
intimacy
I don't give a fuck
issues or whatever. I couldn't hold.
He was raped by hands.
It felt weird. It felt, I don't know, just nasty to me. I wasn't snuggling in the bed when other dudes, you know, when you got your girl and you snuggling in the bed and all that.
He couldn't
I missed out on shit like
he couldn't snuggle with a woman. Probably if he was a man, he was on it.
You know what I'm saying? It's
you know
like,
what I mean?
I don't know, man. Man, and then when I'm having sex, it'll stay up and it'll go down.
Cause you right, cause you thinking about another man, like
Bambada
you
shit.
see, you think about Bambada, cause you thinking
that's
about.
just how how it really
Sorry,
affected
man.
me.
If you think about Bambaataa because you want Bambaataa, or
like
you think
now,
about Bambaataa
like, ever since
and you
that
feeling
happened,
sad about what the fuck
well,
happened
not
to
ever
you, bro?
since, well,
Like,
you
come
know,
on,
maybe
bro. But this shit
when I
not funny,
got
man.
maybe
This
like
shit happened to people for
19
real.
or
For
whatever,
years.
you know, I just started
Years.
putting off
Motherfuckers start
everybody,
at
and I
5 and go all
started
to they
hanging with
17.
myself
God
because
damn, man. That nigga ain't
I
telling
don't
nobody.
trust people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, your trust was broken from one of the people you trusted.
Yeah, and the only person that I trusted was myself.
So did it drive you to drinking, drug use, or anything like that?
All right, we off for this one right here. Let's go to the next one.
Did weed and all that. Never. It didn't drive me that way. It just drove me to
being a recluse.
Yeah, you know, I used to just look out the window and just.
Nigga used to just look out the window and just think about his life. You know what I mean? He was fucked up in the head. Nigga done been molested by the same nigga you been molested. Now let's look. Let's look, man. Let's look.
It was like you was gonna retract the story or something was gonna happen to you. So
trying to
I remember Hassan said that shit on the phone and told him to take that video down.
I know
you know what I mean? But you kept going, Hassan Campbell.
So
you said, fuck that, man.
It was like
I'm ready to die. I'm ready to die. I don't give a fuck. This shit been eating me up. I gotta get this shit out.
Scare tactics.
You know what I mean? I'm not afraid to say what I have to say and what happened.
So
and you gave the whole spectrum of molestation.
It was like you was gonna retract the story or something was gonna happen to you.
To the transfer to look at this.
Trying to like shake you up a little bit.
Yeah,
tactics.
Scare tactics, and I know these cats since I was young. So the scare tactics to me, it was like you was gonna retract the story or something was gonna happen to you. So
remember you
trying to like
shake
you up.
Yeah,
scare tactics.
We gonna do this. One thing about a nigga having killers in you down when you know when them niggas come on the block.
So
you see that nigga, you know, oh shit, that's not to get my mother killer. You a killer, you supposed to start flaming right away.
So
right away, flaming on his ass.
Yeah,
this nigga going crazy, like he dead serious now. Now they gonna try to make a real good meeting.
So the scare tactics to me, it was like you was gonna retract the story or something was gonna happen to you. So
trying to like shake you up a little bit.
Scare tactics, and I know these cats since I was young.
You see? So that's one on your level, Hassan Campbell, who been
Latin King.
Who been molested like you, brother. Who try to come out after you and tell his story. But look at this, bro. You gotta sometimes stop getting into your own fucking brain and stop getting into that killer shit because that's not you, bro. That killer guy is not you, bro. Yeah, you're gonna defend yourself. Yeah, you've been in a situation where somebody had these people shooting them guns on the strength of them, in protection of them, to move, keep their movement going, or whatever the case. You said it. I didn't say it. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck was going on in Zulu Nation shit. But this is what you said. And do I believe it? Yeah, I believe it, man, because when people leave big shit, they have people that do different shit for them. It's not a lie. The Rico ain't no joke. And they got the bosses and they got all this shit and they say there was bodies involved, and there was this involved, and this involved. It's the truth, but let's go a little further with your situation.
I know y'all know. Hassan Campbell has always been locked up for homicide.
Always been locked up for homicides, Mr. Hassan Campbell. That nigga always been locked up for fucking homicides and never did no time in the penitentiary like that. Never been in the prison. He can't call no maximum prisons he been in. He can call Rikers Island, he can call Rikers Island, he can call Rikers Island. He's never said he's been in New York State Prison. So it's me to say whatever you was involved in, whatever you did not jackpot yourself. You did not put yourself in position where you were serving time in Attica Correctional Facility. You talk about Rikers Island. That's baby stuff. That's kid stuff. That's the group home. When you go upstate, you're in the prison. You're bidding. You're doing time. But we're not talking about that. We want to go back to this shit right here. This is what we gonna go back to. This is what we want to go.
The problem with boys.
We don't want to go there. We don't want to go there. We're not going there right now. We're gonna get there at later time. We're gonna do some other shit right now. We want to go through some other shit so I can show you Hassan Campbell. Like you're in a powerful position, brother. Your story touched a lot of people. Now let's look at this one. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one.
Clear. Here's the thing, right? With this bitch nigga standing here. First and foremost, all that, I took his story. I came out 6 months before him.
Y'all got the same story, but you took his story. If his shit is real and your shit is real, it's the same fucking
with this bitch nigga standing
y'all
here.
both the praise. How the fuck you gonna take his story? How could you feed into that?
All that, I took his
y'all
story.
Got the same story. Y'all got the
I came out 6 months before him. Clear. Here's the thing, right? With this bitch nigga standing here. First and foremost, all that, I took his story. I came out 6 months before him.
Okay? You see, you came out 6 months before you. He came out 6 months
here's
later.
The thing, right?
I'm gonna tell my story too.
With this bitch nigga standing here.
Too.
First and foremost.
Damn, Hassan got the balls to do that. He did it to me too. We want to show one more of this guy. We want to just hit one more of this guy. One more. Where he at? We got one more with this guy. Where the fuck is he at? We got one more. We got, hold up, we don't want to see that, done that. We got one more and then this video is going to end, man, because it could go on for a long time. Oh yeah, here we go. This dude, I'm not laughing at these people's situation, y'all. I'm just trying to make a point here, bro. Like, it's not no joke for to be molested for years. It's really not no joke. It's not no joke to be a kid, a man kid, and don't have nobody that could defend you against other men. It's not a joke. It's really not a joke. And for somebody to come on social media and talk about molesting, being molested, and then molesting people, and then your compadre come on, because that's your compadre, Hassan Campbell. You and that guy is in the same book. You and that guy is in the same book. He said you took his story, but you didn't take his story. So you shouldn't even be arguing shit like that. You told the story of Bambaataa molesting you guys, right? You didn't come out and say he did it to other people. You said, you came out and you said he did it to me, and then I did it to kids too. I'm not laughing because you lied and said you didn't say that, but look at this shit right here. Look. This ninja crazy.
You mean Bam took advantage of you? You crying over me? Bam did that to you, nigga. I ain't fucked you. I didn't put my dick in your mouth. Bam did that to you, nigga.
Hassan, you got.
You mean Bam took advantage of you? You crying over me? Bam did that to you, nigga. I ain't fucked you. I didn't put my dick in your mouth. Bam did that to you, nigga. You mean Bam took advantage of you?
Really,
you crying over me?
Man.
Bam did that to you, nigga. I ain't fucked you. I didn't put my dick in your mouth. Bam did that to you, nigga.
These niggas is crazy, bro. This is over, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, like, we gonna say, you know, like, Hassan Campbell, bro, you got a lot of people who support you, a lot of people look at you, and it's a lot of people like me that look at you. I look at your content just to see the drama, but I also have questions about your life, your lifestyle, because you made me question that. The most prominent thing that I always think about when I see your content is, are you still touching kids? Do you still have a desire to touch kids? Now, that dumb nigga bee stinger. This is the difference. This is why you got power. Some people who are into homosexuality, they say that they was born that way. I was just born a girl in a man's body. I always liked in men. That's the type of person Bee Stinger make me feel he is. Bee Stinger makes me feel like he's the type of guy who he always wanted a boyfriend, he never wanted a girlfriend. And that because he was in Zulu Nation and he was amongst men who liked the boys too, he was in heaven. And once he seen what you did, Hassan Campbell, and he's seen that you got a lot of support and you got a lot of numbers, people start interviewing you, you start going to tell your stories, but you think people was interviewing you to hear all that killer gangster shit. They really wasn't. They was interviewing you more or less to find out more about that molestation shit, because people is always interested more in people's trauma. They're more interested in the victim than they are the predator. Yeah, they want to know about the predator. Yeah, why you did it and this, but they want to know more about the victim, how you survived it, goddamn, how you felt when it happened. They want to know all of that shit. That's what they want to really, really know. And I shout out Matt Halper because he was able to bring out you. He was able to get you to tell the truth. And you said on his show that you touch kids, and they asked you how long and you couldn't say it, but that's your story. Along comes Bee Stinger. Like I said, I believe that this is a guy who liked men. I think Bee Stinger really liked men. And then he took your opportunity, mimicked what you did, came and told the story as if Bambada did the same thing he did to you, to him, and put it out there on the thing, you know, all that fake crying and all that. I don't see no tears, you know, that man crying, his glasses. I wear glasses. I really do. Well, these are prescription glasses. If I start crying with these shits, I gotta take them off. Oh my God. He ain't did none of that. That man crying for a minute. So then that in itself tell me this dude is frightened. This dude is a fucking mook. He's trying to take his story, boom. Was he raped by African Bambada? Maybe, maybe not. But if it was, he liked that shit immediately, bro. he just fell in love with it right away. And now he comes out on the story, and people like to get involved in other people's hardships. That's just the way life is. People are interested in the hardship of others. That's why you see the GoFundMe now and all that stuff. If somebody dies, and if it's a tragic death or it's something that people feel like they shouldn't have died that way and they broke and they put a GoFundMe up, they get money. You know, look at the Gorilla Glue girl. You know, she foolishly put that Gorilla Glue in. Look how much money she got. So much money that Facebook had to shut that shit down, and then they had to make her give it away because she got too much money. Because people really felt her hardships as a result of her ignorance. And Hassan Campbell, people felt your hardship as a result of being prey to a sexual predator. And then this guy Bee Stinger come out. He's so dumb and stupid. And he a mook to me. I think he like it. I think like right now he's still doing it. You know, and I think that's why he say it'd be up, it'd be down, because when he with a girl, he probably really want to be with a man. You know, that's what I feel about him. And this is what I'm saying. I don't feel that way about you. I feel that the situation is real, that what happened to you, really, really happened to you. Really, really happened to you. I think Bee Stinger is just a person that wanna get money off of accusing African Bambaataa rather than exposing him for what you expose him for, as to say, oh, he did that to me too, or he did that to me too, or like Bill Cosby, like R. Kelly. More people come forward to say what happened to them as a result of your bringing it forward to the front line. If he was raped by Bambaataa like you were, then he would have get more in touch with you, and he would have showed himself on your platform to give you more credit to your story, more support of your story, and somebody that you could sit down with and get the pain, ease the pain out. Y'all help each other. Y'all help each other. He didn't do that. He came out for his own shit, said you took a story, went hard on this, told all this extra shit. They want to take the story down. They want to pay you this. It's just money for him. Like I said, I feel that that guy is gay all the way around. I feel that guy is a homosexual and he wants to come out the closet, and you gave him an opportunity to come out the closet because he was a Zulu, you was a Zulu, Zulus was being fucked, this and that. So that's the way it goes. I want to thank everybody who sat here and watched this video that I put together. If you have any comments, I would read the comments, and I will come back if they're worthy of my attention. Then I'll come back and I'll elaborate on it. But Hassan Campbell, if you see this, I'm not disrespecting you, brother. I'm not trying to make fun of your situation, brother. I'm telling you that you got a story. And you can help a lot of people. But you gotta let go of that killer shit. Stop the tough guy shit. You came on YouTube not to be a killer, not to be a tough guy. You came on there to tell a story. At some point in your story, you started off a tough guy though, because you, like I said, I started watching you from the shit with Trife, because I know Trife personally, and I couldn't see how Trife wasn't stepping into his business with you. I shout out to Trife for that, man, because Trife know me. I'm on some different shit when it comes to that other shit. So at the end of the day, you calmed that down and you came right out with this molestation stuff, bro. You draw that right out. And there was a reason that you draw that out. And maybe God pushed you to draw that out, because he pushed you to help other people who's going through it. Because you don't know, bro, if you draw that molestation platform, there's some people out there probably being molested right now that because of your video, without all the killing and the busting and I killed and I'm about that gun life, because you ain't, to me, I don't know, man. I know if somebody came to my house with a gun and I got that gun, the police ain't getting that shit. They'll get in and lock my black ass up because I'm keeping it. It's going down with me. I'm keeping it. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to have it, but I'm sorry, man. I got that from this fool and I'm keeping it. And one thing he knows is, nigga, I got your gun, bro. Don't come back to my house, man. I got your shit. I'm gonna shoot you with your shit. I'm not calling no police and doing that. So that said a lot about you in and of itself. So, you know, I congratulate you on going as far as you went, but brother, opportunities are once and far in between. So if you miss your mark, bro, you're gonna regret it later on. Don't sit back later on and say, well, I should have did this and I should have did that and I should have did this. People call your name on their platforms, it is what it is. Gives you more shit. But if they call your name on some good shit, on some shit that you're doing, on some advocating for the fucked up that you're doing, it wouldn't be so bad, my brother. They get you more views. Because if he got viewers, oh, let me check out this Hassan Campbell. Here they come, killing and watching things, been molested, you've been this, you've been that. They're gonna start questioning the other stuff. I think you're a good brother. I think you're all right. I don't mean you no harm. But make your story more realistic. Stop all the other fake ass shit. Don't worry about the other people. They gonna do what they gonna do. You came out with that tough guy shit to propel you, but somewhere you seen that shit wasn't gonna work forever. Or somewhere you seen that you're gonna say something to the wrong person and they're really gonna come after your head, and you didn't want that to happen. So you told about the Bambaataa story. And to me, that was the greatest thing you did. You came out with your real, true story. Now internalize that and come out with more to help yourself, because you don't do nothing on that molest. Fuck the people that's gonna laugh and joke you and call you gay. You know what you is today. You didn't know what you was yesterday. You didn't know what you was when Bambaataa was doing that shit. Don't worry about these stupid mooks like fucking Beast Stinger. Beast Stinger want what you have. He suffered the consequences. Like I said, I think he's all the way gay. I think he just wrung out that shit to come out the closet. I really believe that. When I look at him, I really see that in him. I really see that. I really see if he got locked up today, that he would be fucking with them guys in jail. I really see that today. I see that in him. I don't really see that in you. I see you fighting demons, that you're trying to rid yourself up, to make yourself a better person, and that you're trying to tell your story in order to help other people. So do that, man. Stop doing the other shit, bro. Talking about people, dead mothers and all that. Stop doing that, bro. It's getting you nowhere. It's getting you nowhere. With that, y'all, on content analysis, whoever watched this video, I thank you. If you want to get in touch with me, because I don't go through all this, I'm not going through all this crazy YouTube shit. You write what you want in the comments, it don't matter. Live, I gotta pull you up somehow. I don't even know how to do that yet. Live, I'm not entertaining it. I'm not entertaining it, bro. I'm on here because I'm trying to take a different route in my life. I'm not on here to go backwards. Oh, I'm gonna shoot you in your. I don't got time for all that, bro. I ain't got time for all that shit. Because if you over there and I'm over here, and you over there and your hostility because of something I said over here, something wrong with you, brother. And I don't got time for mental illness. I don't. So if you want to contact me, you want to send me some content that I could go and research on and see what's popping with it, you email me at contentanalysis790@gmail.com. If you want to donate so I could better this platform and do more things, you could donate through my Cash App. That's at dollars, a bona fide one. That's the $, ABONAFIDE1. That's my Cash App. And just like, subscribe, and share this video, because there's more coming. Like I said, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm gonna analyze some of them contents coming out of New York City, because that's where we at, and that's where I'm at. Peace, love, and y'all keep having a good time out there. Even if it's a bad time, just remember, nothing's forever. So they turn good. Thank you. Woo, I did it. It's over.